Uh, you know, when we watch the Acolyte, we're gonna talk about the Acolyte here for a second. When we watch the
Good, good.
Acolyte,
I love talking about the Acolyte.
it's so good. Uh, yeah, when we watched it, there was a part where there was a scene in one of the later episodes where Chimere, I think it was when he was like picking up one of the twins that was unconscious or something like that, and you could faintly hear Kylo Ren's theme song kind of playing in the background. And everybody was wondering what that means, what was going on there, and obviously toxic Star Wars fandom got the show canceled, so we never were going to find out what it means. But
Thanks,
we
guys.
have
Thanks a lot.
we have officially kind of found out what the fuck it means. As I believe Leslie Headland, it's in some sort of book or something like that, where they were discussing how Chimera was what everybody was kind of theorizing. He was supposed to be the original founder of the Knights of Ren, uh, and they said in the sense that like they knew what they were getting into with the fact that they had Chimera, but they also introduced Plagueis, and they know that at some point Plagueis ends up with Palpatine, and you gotta still keep the rule too. So their fix for that was that he would have been the founder of this Sith adjacent cult. Uh, yeah, that pisses me off. Not that they did that. I love that. That's incredible. It pisses me off that now we are not going to see that. We're not going to see that. Maybe we'll see it in a comic or a book, but we're not going to physically see him kind of create the Knights of Ren with our own eyes. Yeah, that makes me very upset because that's such a cool thing to do.
Yeah, that would have been absolutely dope. I mean, it really, like, you could just go on a whole tangent of all the cool shit that we really could have gotten had the fandom not drove the show into the goddamn ground. But I mean, like, it's still super cool to even see just that like little tidbit of information, because I think
I
there's
mean,
just so many possibilities where they can go with that
to
if they
me,
decide to go anywhere with that.
and to me, even if they don't, to me it's canon. To me, that's canon. The creator of the
Yeah, no,
show said
I'm
that.
still saying it's canon. Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
right, right. It's canon. So
But
yeah,
I feel like it's just so like unfortunate because that is already timeline wise so far away from where we really see like the Knights of Ren and stuff like that in the sequel trilogy. So really, just that's another huge gap that now we just like there's just nothing in between there.
right. And could have been explored. I mean, we know that there is a guy named Ren that is the leader before Kylo takes over. But before that, we have no clue what the fuck happens. Yeah, would have been really cool. There is a thing too. I want to while we're on the topic of the Knights Run, there's a comic that's out right now. I believe it's Legacy of Vader, but it's focused on Kylo. And I don't know if you saw this. Maybe you saw it on Twitter. There's a part in between like Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker where like in Last Jedi the Knights of Ren are like nowhere to be seen. There's like a thing where Snoke had demanded in this comic to explain it. Snoke demanded that like Kylo got rid of them, and so instead of like killing them, he sends them with a new leader who's like a female, and it's like a really cool idea. And then